building your team or the team you've inherited or the team you're trying to improve, there are lots of aspects for teamwork, but these are the first five I would recommend. First is to have a very clear vision and a very clear purpose. Why are you there? Why are they there? Why are any of you there? This shared purpose is really important. And this vision of we're here, but we're going to go forwards to here. If people do not have a vision for where they're going to go and they don't know why they're there, they are highly unmotivated. They're going to be unproductive. You're going to feel like you're just trying to herd cats and it's going to get nowhere. But if you have a very clear vision of this is where we're at and this is where we're going to go, and this is how you all can contribute towards this, you all have purpose, you're all important, you all have meaning in these different ways. Let's go together. Then people are going to be highly motivated and it's going to be fine. So if you don't have that vision in place and that purpose in place, that's the essential cornerstone. Everything comes from that. If you've got the vision and the purpose, all the technical stuff can follow. But if it's just a bunch of technical stuff and people don't know why they're doing it, they don't particularly like what they're being asked to do, they don't know where it's adding up to, you're going to get a lot of resistance as a leader. So get that shared purpose and that vision in place. And that leads into the next one, which is to create a culture. And culture just means the way we do things here, create a way of thinking, acting, interacting, where it's shared trust and shared responsibility. So you build trust so that if somebody says they're going to do something, you know they're actually going to do it. And if you tell them you're going to do something, they know you will actually do that. And then you are accountable and responsible, not for other people, but to other people, so that you're all working together, knowing that they're going to do this. I said I'm going to do that. I will do that. They will do that. And you've got a solid foundation. It's less of a leap into the unknown. You've got more steps. So with that shared purpose and vision, you can then start to build these relationships and say, right, I actually trust this person. They're responsible for this and they're going to do it on time, to the deadline, and I trust they're going to do it. And do you have that straight away? No, you don't. So you have to build that and be honest. Talk to people, use those words and say, I want to build a culture or we want to develop here. Trust and responsibility to each other. People respond really well to that kind of clear messaging. The third thing is a very interesting one, which is diversity. Now, we're hearing a lot more about diversity and inclusion in the workplace and the world, which is very good. But two ways you might not have thought about it as much: diversity of skill set and diversity of contribution, meaning we don't want 10 people sat around, your Zoom room or your office that are all able to do the same thing. They all have the same skill set, right? Or they're all being asked to contribute in the same way, because that's just duplication. That's the same person doing the same thing and 10 people doing that. You want to have a variety of people with different skill sets. They're really technical. They're more soft skills. They're this, they're that, and they can work together. And then to also have a variety of ways that people can contribute. Not everybody wants to lead a presentation. Some people might want to do a deep dive into the data. So you have that diversity, but that diversity also needs to be working together symbiotically for this purpose and this vision. It's not diversity for its sake, it's diversity to achieve the objective and create a good culture. And that leads into the fourth one, which is continuous learning. The fact that you're on this webinar right now and you're learning, well done, pat on the back, because you're leading by example. So have mentorships, have training, have CPD, have webinars, have in-person events, blogs, share podcasts, go on trainings, make videos. Everybody's always learning together, including me. I am always learning. I learn from you. I learn from people all of the time. And show people that's a continuous thing. Because if it's a continuous thing and it's just part of the culture of that's how we do things here, we're always getting better. We're always learning more. We're always trying to improve the way we do things. And that's what's called a virtuous cycle. And that will create a very positive, proactive, and enjoyable work culture. And the final one, which is really important, is to give people autonomy and resources. The opposite of autonomy is you tell people what to do and they have no freedom to make their own decisions and they have no way of doing it without you. We don't want to do that. Autonomy is where a person goes, right, this is my thing, and they've left me alone to sort it out. I'm responsible and I know what I need to do. So that's great. Give them that. Give them that autonomy to make their own decisions, do things their way, right? With your guidance. But then also give them the resources they need. Don't set them up to fail. Don't say, well, this person thinks they can handle that client. I'm just going to see how they get on. Don't do that. Set them up to succeed. Give them the autonomy, but then think, right, that person, what do they actually need? Do they need a change of mindset? Do they need some extra skills? Do they need a change of environment? Is there a particular resource? Is there something they're missing? Yes, give them that autonomy, give them those resources. Because what that does is it helps people to make correct decisions, which lead to good results, and they feel good about themselves. And guess what? It's a virtuous cycle. They're motivated to try again. So there's five aspects: have a clear vision and purpose, make sure you've got the culture of trust and responsibility, have the diversity of skill set and ways to collaborate, keep continuously learning, and give people autonomy and resources. And then what you've done there is you've set up a fantastic team that no matter who's part of it and who joins it and who leads it, if you keep doing those five things, those essential elements, and keep them in place, keep working on them, refine them, keep improving them, you have an absolutely outstanding team.